I had a wonderful introduction for the show, but my colleagues outvoted me. Straight fuck me. This is DJ King Killer. Welcome to the Hip Hop Digest.
And this is your boy Kurt G. Yeah.
Yo, it's E Green. I still got a bag of dangling chads.
Shaw Rip is back, baby. I ain't going nowhere.
No doubt. Shaw Rip, special guest. All right, son. You know the topic.
You know what it is.
We gotta talk about it.
T.I. right off the bat, yo.
And yes, that's my man.
Yeah.
Yo, he's my man too.
That's my man.
But
he was on some nut shit to me. He was really on some nut shit. And that was some dumb shit he did. If it's all true, you out fucking, I don't know if he was gun running, what the fuck he was doing with all these guns for his own protection, but god damn, nigga. He shouldn't even be that close to that shit. He should just stay the fuck away from all of that, and it's fucked up to me. It's fucked up.
T.I.
I know cats ain't acting like they surprised.
Well,
It's in his blood. He grew up doing it.
See, there you go.
He's been hustling since, what, 13?
He
Anybody listen to the first album?
See,
I'm
there
not
you
saying
go.
he's not a hustler, but shit, Jay-Z was a fucking hustler, but goddamn, step away from that bullshit.
Well,
stay away.
But
You made
Jay-Z
the money. I thought the reason why you hustle was to get the fuck out the streets, not to fucking stay in the streets and make all the money that he made, and then he gonna go back to the streets. Bullshit, that's dumb to
Let me ask you a
Maybe he
question.
had
That's
some
fucking dumb.
ulterior motive that
Let me
we
ask you a
don't know
question.
about.
I gotta ask
Why
everybody a
he gets?
question. Why are people disappointed? I understand why they're disappointed because they got caught on some, and I agree, some dumb shit. But
When you see a nigga come out the hood, you
nah,
just feel
B,
good for them.
no, I understand
that's
that. But
what that
see,
is.
you're looking for moral clarity once the
I'm
money is
expecting
made.
moral clarity from him,
And
I'm not expecting him not to do dumb shit like that.
well, again, what you're saying is you're expecting him not to do dumb shit after he's made $16 million
I'm
this
not
year.
he catches some dumb shit
Let's
every
say
week.
T.I.
Punching somebody in the
does
face,
this shit.
throwing
Let's say-
chairs
hold
at
on,
people.
fellas. Hold on.
He does dumb shit every week.
Let's you know how we do. Make your point. You know what I'm saying?
Let's just say T.I. got caught at album 1. Okay, he's just a footnote. He's just another nigga who got caught out there. He got an album out, but he got caught doing some dumb shit. He's over. Now that he made $16 million, everybody's looking for moral clarity. I don't understand that shit.
Okay, Curtis, what?
I'm not expecting moral clarity. Like I said, he does dumb shit every other week, punching somebody in the face, throwing chairs at people, doing stupid shit every other week. I'm not expecting nothing like that. I'm not expecting him to do stupid shit like this fucking stupid ass Fed time he's about to get for this stupid shit.
20
I'm
to
not
40
expecting
years.
no dumb shit like that.
20 to 40.
I expect him to come off punching somebody in the face and doing stupid shit. That's T.I. But to do this shit, that's crazy.
Okay, well, Shabir,
Yeah, I ain't
what?
never changed it. He ain't expect his man to snitch on him like that.
See, here's where I get in, because yes, I do expect a certain level out of a person that has 16 million or whatever million that you have, because he doesn't have to be like me or like you or any of us here. We might have to go get a shotgun or a 9 or something to protect ourselves. This dude has the means to protect himself 24/7. There is absolutely no answer that anybody could give me as to why he's in a Kmart parking lot getting machine guns and silencers. I don't care about snitches. I don't care about the hip hop police. I don't care about none of that, yo. Because at the end of the day, why was his ass on the night he's supposed to be on a whatever award show? He's out there buying machine guns at a Kmart shopping center. What is it?
Look, first of all, I'm not going to give T.I. any excuses. What I'm trying to get people to understand is that the level of what you're expecting from someone who makes a lot of money, to me, is skewed. Okay? You're expecting, what you're saying is, okay, I've made this amount of money. Now I should do. Motherfuckers, y'all niggas sound like Charles Barkley. These NBA motherfuckers better realize they got to get themselves some different friends, some different situations.
Oh, I don't expect him to get different friends or nothing like that.
Wait a minute.
What I don't expect him to do is the dumb shit that he just did. Like I said, I expect T.I. to do dumb shit, but not that fucking stupid.
He ain't never stopped.
Okay, but what do you getting machine guns for? First of all, what are machine guns for?
I'm saying,
the reason it
unless he
don't
was a
even
fucking
matter.
Say the reason don't matter, B.
With
Right.
silencers, and like I said, he has the means to protect himself in a way that's far greater than any average person could protect
Let me
himself.
tell you something, B. I'm not really. I'm like I said, man. I'm sad for T.I., y'all. I'm really sad that probably he should have made that leap that you talking about. That common sense leap of, if I need extra security, let me go ahead and beef it up. I got the money now. I'm sad for that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people make the transition. Jay-Z makes the transition from crack dealer to, you know, to do all the shit he's doing. You know, for that fact of the matter, hell, 50 has made the transition from crack
And he
dealer.
damn sure has a contingency of security around him.
Sure, but for all
no
we
doubt.
know, though, I'm just saying, for all we know, he could have got some hate mail or niggas on his lawn talking shit. He's like, yo, I'm gonna need a machine gun.
And if
Motherfuckers come
you
up in here
have
and
security
wet
on your
shit.
lawn to represent you, then what is the issue?
Okay, now, and there we go. You from the hood. You don't have no motherfuckers.
You from the hood, you don't have
Watching your
16
back?
million in your pocket.
If still you ain't got 5 niggas around you watching your back, you feel like, yo, I can hold my own.
Nah,
You know
That's
what
the
this-
hood motto.
You know what this
Beyond that.
reminds me of? And this is my only analogy with this T.I. situation. Back in the 70s, you remember the guy who won the New York State Lottery on the Jet magazine?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that motherfucker died broke. They didn't even have enough money to bury that
Broke.
motherfucker.
No
You know
doubt.
why? Because he was just a motherfucker from the hood playing a lottery. He won the lottery.
But okay,
And then he remained
understand.
a dumb
I
motherfucker.
can take that from a motherfucker from the lottery because, like I said, you got this money overnight.
Overnight. A dream come
a
true.
dream fucking come true.
And T.I. wasn't
T.I.
living
didn't
that
get this
dream.
He
money
worked
overnight.
hard for
He
his
worked hard for
money.
this.
I ain't saying he
This
ain't,
nigga
but he
started
was
out-
still living that dream. He was, it's
But he
big
worked
money.
for it.
This-
Oh, I ain't
Come
saying
on.
he didn't work for it. I ain't saying he didn't
Nigga
work
is
for
way
it.
smarter than that. And to me,
How old
if-
was T.I.?
Wait, what?
listen, the whole
How old was T.I.?
truth.
It's reported that he's 27 years
Okay,
old.
there we go.
Okay, the whole truth hasn't come out yet. It could be fucking reported that this nigga's the biggest fucking gun runner in the fucking state of Georgia.
Very
You never
well
could.
could be.
It could be. You never could find. You don't know until the whole truth comes out. Because the feds is trying to give him that much fucking years. Something's going on.
Well,
Something is really going
You know
on.
what? My second point is that, well, again, I'm agreeing. I think I have compassion for T.I., but I'm also agreeing, and I'm also, you know, I gotta come at you a little bit, E. Greek. With this, you don't give a fuck about the hip hop police. Look, if you are an MC and you got money, whether you really want to know it or not, you got state, local, and federal authority.
Why is that?
Waiting.
Why is that?
Watching
Wait.
Why is that? Tell me
because
why
they're
that
in the
is.
public eye.
And even bigger than that, why is that?
It is that because
Because of their persona.
Because of their
Thank you.
Because they
Thank
come
you.
off as gangsters.
Thank
they
you.
talk all that gangster
Thank
shit.
you.
So niggas is watching them.
And how many times have we said on this goddamn show,
That's
you
true.
sitting out there talking all that
That's
shit,
true.
and then you don't expect somebody to be looking at you?
That's
That's
true.
insane, yo.
Right. They on record.
And I'm not
That
saying,
shit.
Like we always talk about
hold
niggas
on.
indicting themselves all the time.
We talk about that all the time. And again, I'm not saying that, you know, Martin Scorsese and them are off the hook. You know what I'm saying? Because they write gangster movies, but they don't live like that shit they write.
Right. These niggas claim to live like that shit that they write. That's true.
I'm sorry,
That is
I
true.
keep coming back to this. None of this shit would have ever happened. His man said he reported buying guns for T.I. like 9 times.
And this dude has been in
And on
T.I.'s
this time
presence
you
6 months.
snitched.
oh yeah, right.
Because he
On-
got busted.
on him.
He got busted.
Right.
got busted.
He got busted, so he snitched.
He snitched.
So maybe it could be dumb on T.I.'s
And-
part,
and-
but for all T.I. knows, yo, it's all gravy.
Okay, I read the affidavit, okay? This dude has been under T.I. security regimen for 6 months. 6 months, in 6 months, at the level you are, you supposed to be hood, gangster, thug. You gonna just trust somebody after 6 months?
Right. There's a lot of people questioning his gangster.
Come on,
There's
yo.
a whole lot of motherfuckers, and that's what I got
Come
off a
on,
lot
yeah.
of satellite radio. Every other nigga calling up, questioning his gangster.
Well, the way I read it was that T.I. knew this cat for a minute, and he had purchased guns for him on several
They still-
different occasions.
Nah, this dude
I
bought
know
guns for
all-
other people.
And he
other
just brought
people.
him in.
Right. And then he got T.I. involved. Well, or T.I. and he went into business together. After 6 months, yo.
So the whole thing's a setup.
And it's a setup because he allowed himself to be set up. If again, it goes back to if you can rap about whatever you want, yo, and I want people to do that. You know what I'm saying? But when you get off the mic and you leave the studio, what are you doing? That's what I thought. There's nothing to say to that.
Well, let's. I
Man,
mean,
we could gotta be smarter, B.
we could probably talk about this T.I. the whole show.
Yep.
but-
Yeah.
Let's slide it over to the hip hop police now.
Okay.
It's bigger than T.I.
All right.
Everybody. I heard that even your girl, what's her name? Fallen. Alicia Keys was being watched during one of the Democratic situations. They had the police watching her and Nas, Jay-Z, and the whole nine.
That's real.
Again, these are high profile people. No matter how much of a businessman Jay-Z is now, how did he make his money?
Yeah, his started money. Yeah.
So he was grinding.
And as he was making his money, what was he rapping about?
Crack and guns.
Crack and guns. So we got everybody complaining about the hip hop police. The hip hop police can't do nothing to you if you ain't doing nothing. Period.
That's true.
PG County Police can't do nothing to me if I ain't doing nothing. Yep, they can pull me over, they can run my record, they can harass the hell out of me, but they can't do nothing to me at the end of the day. So, you know, it's at some point you got to look at the accountability from yourself, yo.
Honestly, I'm not trying to lessen anyone's personal accountability. I think that we have to really be careful here and understand that, again, you know, this shit is institutionalized. There are police departments looking to make their name.
But
and
why?
the motherfucker will stub his toe and the police is going to be all over him. Why should Ashton Kutcher be able to, you know, fucking do all this dumb shit, or any of these other white motherfuckers get away with dumb, regular shit that very rich, arrogant motherfuckers usually get away with because they're African Americans, because they rapping about crack?
Is your boy Common under Hip Hop Watch?
Yeah, he might be.
But is he? Do we see him get in trouble? Do we see constantly him being pulled over for driving without license? Do we see him constantly hitting people with cell phones? Do we see any of that stuff?
It's not him. It's not him.
And it doesn't have to be any of these other people that the hip hop police are watching. It does not have to be. There is nothing there that can be done. If there's nothing there, there's nothing there, yo. Period.
I just want cats, period, to wise up how you do your dirt. Do it through your man, through your man, through your man. The same way you would do it if you really was grinding dirty and had a G-Pack in your pocket.
Well, if you're gonna do it, fucking be smart about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Do your research, baby.
Anyway, it's hot this week, yo. It's hot. Yo, let's give a moment of silence, yo. Big Mo. You want to talk about Big Mo for a second, yo?
Yeah, I mean, basically, that whole DJ Screw, he was out of that whole camp. Big Mo, one of those guys who started that whole down south situation. He had a heart attack and died. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not hella familiar with his music. I'm familiar with the movement, but we just want to acknowledge that on Hip Hop Digest. To his family, rest in peace. You know, we want to keep up. Big up.
Big Mo.
All right, moving right along. Yo, y'all know we talked about the VH1 Hip Hop Honors the other week, right? And we get letters and things from our listeners.
Yeah, we got a very interesting email.
We got a very
You never know who's listening to you.
email this
You never
week.
know who's listening to you.
Our boy Fab Five Freddy, yo.
Yeah.
Hip hop legend. One of the producers of the VH1 Hip Hop Honors, man.
That's real.
And he said a lot, but there was something I just wanted to bring, you know, from his email, and I'm gonna go ahead and read it. And he's saying that, you know, us here at HHD feeling that they only have another 4 years or so seems rather pessimistic. As long as we continue to get a rating, the show can continue. The fact that hip hop still rocks the house 30 plus years after it all began is beyond anyone's wildest imagination, and it's the creative things that keep feeding us. None of you guys have accurately predicted all the amazing innovations and shoots hip-hop has given us. So don't doubt Hip Hop Honors. Instead, maintain an optimistic wait-and-see attitude, because this culture has always managed to morph into the right thing when it seems to be falling from the sky without a parachute. I cannot deny that. Not a bit.
I'm gonna give him that.
Yeah. Every time they count hip hop out some way, somehow,
bounce right back.
bounce right, you know, every time. You know, so that, you know, I give 5 Freddy more respect due. You know what I mean?
I mean, partially, and I'll be honest, with myself and everybody else, partially my words came from ignorance, because I did not know who were the producers of this show.
I didn't either.
I didn't.
And because I didn't know who it was, and because of what I saw, that caused me to have my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Or to be where I was with what I was seeing. And I just didn't see. I mean, I appreciate the fact that VH1, I said that, I appreciate the fact that VH1 airs this show, but I also appreciate the fact that they have to cater to viewers. If they're not going to have the people on there that people are going to want to see, except for, you know, old school heads that want to see the flashback, then it's not going to be a show. So I appreciate it, but I also think there needs to be more of an education into it. Instead of just a celebration, there should be more of an education behind it.
Yeah,
well,
totally.
I think that as
about what I've seen.
As a self, you know, again, I'm gonna say it again. I'm the hip hop snob. I'm a snob to the highest degree. You know, there's no question about it. I understand they got to do, and they have to bring current people and to get their rating in order for the show to be renewed next year. To me, I mean, hip hop in that area will continue with the show, and it's just my opinion, Freddie. Don't take offense, but you know it's gonna be watered down. I mean, you cannot, you know, next year maybe Soulja Boy, you know, has to sing some. Hey, look,
Boy, it never better happen.
I'm sorry, Freddie.
hell no,
Look.
Hell
You gotta
no.
do it. You gotta do it. I understand what he got to do.
Right.
And there's a lot of people in the culture. See, I'm a snob, so I haven't made that transition of pure art form to pure art form. But yeah, I gotta watch my chips. I gotta get my money right. Yeah, I haven't made that
There's
drop
no
yet.
paper involved.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't have a lot to say on Hip Hop Digest. You know, just other than respect for Fred and what they doing,
No
and
doubt.
I appreciate it. I mean, I'm
Right.
not saying I'm shitting on them. I appreciate that.
I got something to say. And respect to Fab and all y'all cats. And really, I don't care. We get mad. But yo,
This
y'all
is Sha Rip.
Yeah, this is Sha Rip.
Special guest.
And I love the way cats came out there. It's bananas, beat, Cold Crush, all that. Rep, though. Really rep. Some cats might need to hit the treadmill for 2 weeks first. You know what I'm saying? You know, a couple pull-ups. Get your win right. You know, don't wheeze. You know what I'm saying? On the stage. I'm just talking about my visual. I respect it all.
Yeah, but
But you know, rap,
giving
show
the
them
old
cats.
cats
They was
business,
excited. They
man.
was excited.
They was excited.
And you know what, Sha Rip, now I usually am the person who's just grilling niggas on the show. I'm gonna get the old heads a pass because number 2, they probably are in their mid-50s. Number 3, and
I
number
agree.
3, you know, the face of hip hop is a young man's face. You know, no matter what, you know, we want, you know, hey, at one point in time, Reverend Run and Jalil and all them niggas was, you know, in their late teens, early 20s. And repping, as you would say. You know what I mean? Hey,
But I ain't see nobody out there handicapped, though.
hey, come on, B.
Well, there's a
see no
lot of
handicap
cats
people
that's
out
right
there.
now somewhere performing. It's winded, yo. There's a lot of cats right now that's somewhere performing, aiming the mic at the crowd so the
Yeah,
crowd
when
can
you-
finish their
yeah,
verse.
when you're on like your 5th song, yeah. But
Nah,
now off
B.
your one joint.
Hey,
not off your single,
I done
B.
seen it with my own eyes, dog. Nas at the 930 Club, Washington,
Everybody get a little
D.C.
anxious. I rhyme my
lost
damn
his
self. Your
breath.
lips get a little white, you know, your pressure get up. You know, but off of one joint, I'ma make it.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
I'm just saying, B.
Yo, man, respect.
But respect,
to your
dude, I
comments.
love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just saying, B. Just rap, showcast, rap.
Well, speaking of Nas, man.
Wow.
Yo, you know how I was so offended by his album title, Hip Hop is Dead.
Yeah, you was.
Yo, I love that nigga now, yo.
Yeah, B. I think there's a lot of insight into that.
Nas, let me give the synopsis to the to the listeners out there. Nas' next album is entitled, or he wants to call it, Nigga.
Lovely.
Can you believe it?
N-I-G-G-A.
And along with that, people have made certain comments. Don Imus has came out in full support of the album.
Bully for him.
Jesse Jackson has come out fully against it, along with the NAACP, which I'm sure both parties, along with Al Sharpton, will mount a vigilant campaign.
Which means he's gonna go 3 times platinum.
It could be, you know, they'll fall for the trap every time.
Man, the trap to Jesse the skirt.
I'm
but-
snared. I'm buying it the first day it comes out.
But there's something to look at in this Nas album title situation.
Yeah.
There's something to look at. Reportedly, don't know how true it is, that Def Jam is saying no album is coming out on that label with that title.
Wow.
Man.
Which could precipitate his early exit off Def Jam.
Oh, Escape?
I don't know. I tell you what, once again, the
L.A. Reid?
he's an R&B head anyway.
R&B label of the day.
Of course.
He'll be gobbled up.
What I want to say, once again, the civil rights generation coming real hard and strong off that word.
Old Negro spirituals.
Old Negro
I know where it's
spiritual.
coming from with them though, so it's no problem. But I can't see why hip hop heads would have a problem.
Well, first of all, I haven't heard any hip hop heads say anything about
Especially
that.
if you know Nas.
You know, I haven't heard any hip hop
Especially
heads.
if
you know
exactly,
Nas,
Nas,
come
you know,
on.
if he named his album "Nigga," when you hear that song, it's
He's
probably the
gonna-
hottest song
Yeah.
on the fucking album, and it's probably not talking about
he's
what
gonna-
they think it's going to be about.
It's coming
Right.
cerebral. You gotta know that.
Right. There's no question about it. I mean, this isn't just going to be a jolly old, nigger fest on the album. Knowing Nas is going to be very deep, thought-provoking, lyrics, the usual suspects, Jackson and the NAACP. They're
jumping
getting
to
all
conclusions
right.
already.
Well, let me ask you this though. We all remember Elfenzagen, which was niggas for life.
Oh, no
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? You think that maybe Def Jam will make him turn it into Aggin or something?
Well, I mean, more than likely, if it does come out under that title, they will edit it and it'll have like
The
two
ampersands.
stars in the
And then
middle
the A.
and then the A.
Right.
Right. They'll edit it, I'm sure. But the album title, again, man, great. This is just wonderful. Because again, with Nas, the switch up is in there. And you
like
didn't see that with Hip Hop Is Dead.
No, I didn't. I was just like, damn, why would he feed that fire? But yo, keep them Kindles coming, baby.
Kind of like
Them
y'all, I
Kindles
know
coming.
y'all probably don't watch that cartoon Boondocks, but it's probably like a lyrical Boondocks beat.
I would not doubt it at all.
Most cats would be like, "What this nigga?" And then you peep it, yo, he really trying to school niggas.
No doubt.
Man, well, bully for Nas.
Bravo.
Yo, so look, check this out. Into this little transition, I would never say Nas is scrambling by doing that, but we got another label putting out a greatest hits, or not a greatest hits, but a remake of Reasonable Doubt. Is it?
Ooh. Let me get the
Sounds like-
background
Yeah, go ahead, B.
for the listeners. Dame Dash, Kareem Biggs. Apparently, these songs were recorded when Rockefeller was still intact. Jay-Z didn't like it. Mostly, I think it was mostly done by like Joel Santana, Dipset members. Although I did hear the Freeway cut, it was nice. But he's putting the mixtape out free. Now, Jay-Z doesn't own the masters to Reasonable Doubt.
Sounds like a slap in the wrist.
Yeah.
So
Straight slap in the face.
is Dame Dash and Kareem Biggs throwing a curveball, considering American Gangster is getting heavily promoted, getting ready to come out?
Yeah, to me, I think they're slapping him in the face. It's just because, like I said, they think that Jay did them wrong. And he probably did do him a little wrong, but
Why now though?
But yeah, but it's timing. It's timing.
The American Gangster is right around the corner.
Yeah, but didn't Kingdom come out?
Yeah, but this is all about right now. Jay's starting to rise again.
Oh, he is?
So I guess they're feeling like this nigga's getting a whole fucking soundtrack. It's
Blue
time to
Flame?
go ahead and throw it out.
They should have just threw Blue Flame out there and be like laughing and something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, again, like I said, you get Dame Dash, and it was a while ago, where Kurt G came strong at Dame Dash and was like, he thought Dame Dash was a sucker, for obvious reasons, because he thought he was basically going at Jay unnecessarily,
Do you still feel that?
I still feel like he's going at it unnecessarily. Why? Why are you
because
wasting your time?
if you're not going to get any money out of it, it just seems like a waste, doesn't it?
Why are you wasting your time? He's getting nothing out of it.
Ego.
Well, he's getting
I
publicity.
mean, anything is probably subliminal to me. He's probably hitting Jay, and it probably hurts him. Jay's probably like, man, fuck these niggas.
Jay
'Cause
probably
he don't
don't
own
give a
that.
shit.
I'm quite sure he does.
Why?
Because he doesn't own the masters.
Okay, but
Since you don't own that one, that's the only album he doesn't own the masters to. And they say we can do what we want with this album.
And the thing about it,
they can put it out next week with a whole bunch of different people.
But
on
the thing about it, that's Jay's favorite album. That's his favorite record. He owns his other shit, but Reasonable Doubt is his favorite shit.
I would want to think that he wouldn't give a shit for real. I would want to think that, yo.
But
because,
publicly, he probably wouldn't give a shit. Publicly, he'll probably be like,
Yeah,
that can
there
do
you
what they
go.
want.
Yeah, but deep down,
he's pissed.
He's pissed.
He's pissed about this
Jay's
shit.
too much of a scrapper.
How's
B.
it feel?
Exactly.
Well, yo,
That's
let me,
ugly, B.
yeah. Well, check it out, man. Talk about some the innovation of hip hop and how hip hop is always on the cutting edge and all this kind of stuff. Well, you got the big four, big five trying to change the whole image of hip hop, man. And I'm saying hip hop, but it sounds like I want to say hip hop.
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying? We talking about the Timberlands, the Diddy's, the Kanye's, the Will.i.am's. Your album, dude. I'm sorry.
I didn't hear it yet.
You will.
The Will.i.am, first of all, it doesn't have a gang of hip hop on there, and I said this on last week's shows. You have a different view with Timberland statements of being bored, and Will.i.am proclaiming the 4-bar loop is dead, and et cetera, and what P. Diddy is doing. I'm gonna put these guys in a category of just Hollywood. I gotta put them in a category of the Will Smiths and the Queen Latifah, because guess what? Timberland has pop records on the chart.
Yep.
Will.i.am
Regularly.
pop records on the chart regularly. You know, for these guys to try to take the name hip hop with them, it won't go and it won't translate. They're just Look, you know what? Once again, like I said last week, I'm proud of Will Smith. I'm proud of Queen
Yeah, no
Latifah. You came from
Dana
hip hop.
Owens.
You came from hip hop. Now you've transcended and you're Hollywood. Same if Timberland turns out to be the new John Lennon, then I'm proud of that nigga. You know, what I'll say is he came from hip hop. What he's doing is no longer. You can't take the name with you. Matter of fact, the name doesn't travel that well.
Well, it's not part of the divorce settlement, partner. You can get the car and the clothes in the house, but you can't have the name.
No,
Sorry.
sir. No, sir.
Not at all.
Well, I mean, does anybody remember Doug Lazy and the Hip House and all that? Yo, that's what it reminds me of, man. Just people trying to do something because it's hot. House music was hot back when the whole Doug Lazy and the getting kind of hectic and all that stuff was going on in the late 80s or whatever. But
Shit, Jungle Brothers did a house song. One of the biggest songs.
everybody was trying
Girl
to
Out
reach out
House
there.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, again, but like I said before, and I said
Dana
this.
Owens.
Well, like I said this
Yeah,
before,
it did.
hip hop has done that, and it's going to do it again. It's going through these phases. Trust me. You know, the Timberland beats and the Will.i.am beats. At its soul, I think as a producer, I understand what they're saying. At their soul, listen to the kick and snare, listen to the keyboard riff. This isn't, pop like you may think it's pop.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I understand what they're saying, but it's pop nevertheless.
Because of who they go on to collaborate with,
There you go.
who they're targeting.
There you go.
They're not targeting hip hoppers. They're not targeting the hip hop community
There you
per
go.
se.
But that's the same reason why it'll never die. As long as there's ghettos and hoods, cats is gonna come out kicking, spitting the real beat.
We always flip it like jazz, yo. Real jazz cats are out there right now getting their life, you know what I'm saying? And the dudes that listen to, and the people that listen to house music, they come to Baltimore and they clown or whatever, but then they go turn on there and Mr. Fingers, Larry Heard, and the whole nine. So,
No doubt.
Same thing with hip hop. Again, we are kind of elitist to a certain extent.
Oh, I'm a snob to the highest degree.
But I'm just an elitist that I listen to everything.
Yeah.
Soldier Boys on up, yo, because I want to be able to speak to the youth.
Well, I might listen to it, but I don't like it.
No, you say you gotta like it, bro. You ain't gotta like it, but you at least need to be educated and enough to talk to the youth about
no
it.
doubt, no question about
Yeah.
that.
Right.
saying?
You should be able to have a conversation with them.
And at the end of the day, that is what the Hip Hop Digest is about.
And I'm gonna open up one last can of whoop ass on the show.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Coming in, I heard some very inflammatory statements made by E. Green
Oh.
about Wu-Tang's new single
boy,
being
boy.
whack.
Whoa.
Oh man.
B.
I haven't heard the single, so I can't comment on it.
Let me tell
You heard the Erykah Badu one.
I heard the Erykah Badu, and I think that one needed to not be done.
Okay,
Wow.
there we go. And the one I heard was I don't even know the name of it, but it's on the satellite radios
Allow
like
me to
crazy.
interject. I did hear the Erykah Badu and that shit is extra ass.
Oh, well,
Now, let
see,
me tell you
so
something.
now, wait a minute. Before you go another step further, you seem to be on that island alone today, my man.
It's all right though. It's all right though.
But it's okay, right?
That's all right though, because I'm believing in Wu. I'm believing in traditional hip hop. I'm believing in the boom bap. And trust me,
That
I
Erykah
can
Badu did not
almost-
sound traditional to me, D.
Rhea sound like
It sounded like an Eminem.
Like he was copying some shit. He back there trying to get his Kanye.
He's
on
doing it
some
the
shit.
Conway.
Sounded like
my
some Eminem in my closet shit.
Damn. Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yo. I'm usually on that island, but you can have it
That shit
today.
sound like
Yo,
an
And I-
elevator
and I
tragedy.
like Wu.
And
I'm not-
so do I.
love Wu. I like Wu.
No.
But I want to hear some of that old school shit.
more than likely be once again, I'm believing in Wu. And that's why I open up a can of whoop ass, because I'm believing in Wu.
Yo, B, I believe in him too. Still love him to death.
And
But that
this might
sounds
not
like
be the
something.
hottest shit on their album. Maybe
Right,
they put the Erykah
right.
Badu. The rest of the album might be fire.
Yeah.
No, B.
But
I
right
love
now, that
Wu.
Erykah Badu shit I just heard was like that
Well,
can't.
I tell
That's
you
not
what.
Wu.
I tell you
That's
what.
not
When,
Wu.
when the album
Seriously,
comes
I wanna
out,
hear
That's
Wu,
not
B.
Can It Be Oh So Simple.
Yeah, I want to hear.
I want to
Wu,
hear
B.
some of that shit.
when the album come out,
I want to hear some Cuban links.
I'll be expecting I'll be expecting apologies from all you cats on the Hip Hop Digest.
You see 24-hour lockdowns. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, yo, give him the meds, yo, give him the meds, yo. Holla at your boys at the Hip Hop Digest Show at gmail.com. Wasn't even sipping tonight, but feeling it anyway.
No doubt.
though.
Good night.
Holla.
Good night, baby. All right.